Hey there class, today I wanted to show you a little bit on V2 on IXL. This section is about finding the radius and diameter of a circle, both from an equation and from a graph. So if you're hanging out with me right now, you can look at my screen and you can see that we've got a circle with the center on the origin, and the circle goes out to 5 on the x-axis and negative 5 on the x-axis, and positive 5 and negative 5 on the y-axis. So when we look at this circle, the radius is just the distance from the middle of the circle, which is at the origin on the graph, to any of those points. Now, if you counted from 0 to this outer edge here, you would count that's 5 blocks long. So if we put in 5 here for our answer, get it right. Now, this one's a little bit different because it asks us for the radius of the circle from x squared plus y squared equals 121. This is a standard equation for a circle that's centered at the origin. X squared plus y squared equals 121. Don't worry too much about the x squared and y squared part right now. What we want to look at is this 121. The equation is written x squared plus y squared equals r squared, where r is the radius. So this means that 121 equals r squared. If we want to solve for r, we can take the square root of this number at the end. That's all you have to do. The square root of 121 is 11. So the 11 is our radius. Similar question here. What is the radius of the circle? X squared plus y squared equals 49. Again, remember, the equation of a circle, x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So the square root of 49 is going to be the radius of the circle. Square root of 49 is 7. Now this one we see it written a little bit differently. We see what is the radius of the circle x squared plus quantity y minus 17 halves closed quantity squared equals 144. Again, even though they've put this number in here with y, all that's really going to do is shift the center of the circle, and we'll talk about that later, equals 144. We still just want to take that number at the end and take the square root of it. So the square root of 144 is 12, and that's it. Similar equation here. What's the diameter of the circle? X squared plus y squared equals 36. To find the radius, we're going to take the square root of 36, which is 6. But if I type that in as my answer, it's going to tell me I'm wrong, because it's not asking for your radius anymore, it's asking for the diameter. And so the diameter of the circle is going to be 2 times the radius. So 2 times, we said the radius is 6. 2 times 6 would give us 12. What's the radius of this circle? Well, let's just find the middle point there and count out. I'm counting from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted out 4 units right there, from 5 to 9. So let's say the radius is 4. Brilliant. Again, what is the radius of this circle? We're going from 3 to 10. If we just subtract those, that's a quick way of doing this, we would find the radius is 7. What's the radius of this circle? Well, that's easy enough to count. It looks like it's 1, 2. What is the diameter of this circle? Okay, here's a diameter question. So we want to find the radius and then multiply it by 2. So the square root of 100 will give us our radius. That would be 10. And if we multiply it by 2, that tells us our diameter, or the entire way across the edge of the circle, is 20. Again, another diameter question. It has shifted the center. That's all this adding something in the parentheses does. It's shifted the center of the circle. We're going to take the square root of 144, which is 12. And since it's asking us for the diameter, we're going to double it. 12 times 2 is 24. What is the radius of this circle here? This is all in the negative stuff, but I can still count 1, 2, 3 spaces. What is the diameter of this circle? Again, you can take the square root of 64, which is 8, and then multiply it by 2, which will give you 16. So really the only difference in finding the radius and finding the diameter is if you're looking for the radius, given this standard form of the circle, that's going to be square root of the number at the end, If you're going to do the diameter, you're going to do the square root and then multiply that number by 2. And guys, I'm at 75 on IXL, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, but I do thank you for watching.